They love too hard. They feel too deep. And when they think someone's going to leave, their entire world collapses. This isn't manipulation. It's fear. It's pain. It's borderline personality disorder, one of the most misunderstood mental health conditions on Earth. If you've ever been told you're too emotional, too sensitive, or too much, this video might explain why. Stay till the end, because understanding BPD can completely change how you see yourself or someone you love. Borderline personality disorder, or BPD, is not a character flaw. It's a pattern of emotional instability, unstable relationships, and an intense fear of abandonment. People with BPD often describe it like living without emotional skin. Every touch, every word, every silence hurts. Imagine you're standing in front of someone you love, and suddenly they seem distant. To most people, that's uncomfortable. To someone with BPD, it's terrifying. Their brain interprets distance as danger, rejection as death. That fear can trigger emotional explosions, panic, or desperate attempts to fix the relationship. But underneath it all is pure, unfiltered terror of being alone. BPD doesn't come from nowhere. It often grows from early emotional neglect, abuse, or inconsistent parenting, where love was unpredictable and safety was never guaranteed. When a child learns that love can disappear without warning, they internalize a painful belief. If I'm not perfect, I'll be abandoned. As adults, that belief follows them. It becomes the silent soundtrack of their relationships, the fear that everyone leaves eventually. This constant cycle of hope and heartbreak leads to emotional whiplash. They love intensely, then push away just as hard. Not because they want to, but because pain feels safer when they control it. To outsiders, BPD can look like drama. But to those who live with it, it's emotional chaos they can't escape. Common experiences include intense mood swings that change by the hour. Black and white thinking. Someone's either all good or all bad. Fear of being left, even over small things. Feeling empty or worthless when alone. Explosive anger that quickly turns into guilt. And emotional flashbacks to moments of rejection or abandonment. But here's what's important. These are not choices. These are trauma responses. They are ways of coping with unbearable feelings. Feelings that most people will never understand unless they've lived it. So why is BPD so hated, feared, or mocked online? Because people confuse pain with manipulation. They see emotional intensity and label it as toxicity, when in reality, it's desperation for safety. The truth? People with BPD don't want to hurt others. They just want to stop hurting themselves. They crave connection more than anything, but their fear of rejection builds walls before they even realize it. And when society calls them crazy, they withdraw, reinforcing the same cycle they're trying to escape. Loving someone with BPD is intense. It's not for the faint of heart. There are days filled with warmth, passion, and connection deeper than you've ever known. And there are days filled with storms, tears, fear, and silence, but understanding changes everything. When you learn to validate instead of argue, to listen instead of judge, and to hold space instead of leaving, you help rewire what trauma taught them, that love doesn't have to disappear. And for someone with BPD, that kind of safety is the most healing thing in the world. Here's the truth no one tells you. People do recover from BPD. Through therapy, self-awareness, and compassion, the emotional waves start to calm. Dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, is one of the most effective treatments, teaching emotional regulation, mindfulness, and boundary skills. Healing doesn't mean becoming emotionless. It means learning that emotions don't have to control you anymore. If you've ever been called too much, remember, your sensitivity is not a weakness. It's your superpower. You just feel the world more deeply than others. You're not broken. You're healing. If this video made you feel seen, comment "I feel seen" below and share this with someone who needs to understand what BPD really means.